When I turned 18, my parents kicked me out with nothing. A decade later, they came crawling back. They always bragged about being self-made, conveniently forgot Grandpa paid their house down payment, and Grandma babysat me for free while they built their careers. But when it was my turn, suddenly I needed to learn the real world. I came home from my grocery store shift on my actual 18th birthday, found 3 trash bags on the porch with my entire life stuffed inside. Mom stood in the doorway, avoiding eye contact. Dad crossed his arms like a bouncer. "You're an adult now," he said. "Time to act like one." I asked where I was supposed to go. Mom shrugged. "You'll figure something out." We did. They had help at every turn, but they rewrote history to make themselves the heroes. They handed me nothing. No emergency money, no grace period, no forwarding address for my mail, just good luck and a door slamming in my face. I heard the deadbolt turn. My first call was to my aunt. She sighed and said, "You know how your parents are. They're just teaching you responsibility." Then hung up. Uncle laughed when I called him. "Figure it out, kiddo." Every relative gave me the same line. Like my parents had sent a group text. "If she calls, tell her this is good for her." I slept in my car that night, parked behind a 24-hour Walmart, cracked the windows, and cried myself to sleep on a pile of my own clothes. The first week, I kept expecting them to cave, to call and say they were sorry, that this was just a test. That call never came. My $200 savings evaporated fast. I learned which gas stations had the cleanest bathrooms, which McDonald's wouldn't kick me out for sitting too long. I applied everywhere, but without an address, I was radioactive. Nobody wants to hire someone living in their car. The worst part wasn't the hunger or sleeping on parking lots. It was knowing I had family, a house, a bedroom with my stuff still in it, and none of it was mine anymore. A month in, I got lucky. A diner needed a dishwasher, minimum wage, but the manager, Karen, didn't ask too many questions. She even let me use the employee bathroom to clean up and paid me cash under the table until I got an address. I saved every penny, rented a closet-sized room in a house with 5 other people. After months in my car, having a door that locked felt like a mansion. I missed my high school graduation because I couldn't afford the time off. Heard my name got called to an empty chair. My parents didn't even notice I wasn't there. I tried calling them once. 6 months later, straight to voicemail. When I tried again, I realized they'd blocked me. I deleted their numbers and built my own life. Trade school, electrician certification, 3 years of 60-hour weeks. Started my own business at 23. By 25, I was pulling 6 figures and had 12 employees. My parents had no idea. Then last month, my phone buzzed. Unknown number. "Hi, sweetie, it's Mom. Dad's in the hospital. We really need to talk." Sweetie. After 8 years of silence, I was suddenly sweetie again. I should have hung up, but curiosity got the better of me. If they were reaching out now after all this time, they must be desperate. I drove to their tiny apartment. They'd lost the house, lost everything. Dad looked 20 years older, connected to an oxygen tank. Mom had aged hard too. "Thank God you're here," she said, hugging me like we talked yesterday. "We've been so worried about money." She handed me a folder thick with medical bills. "Your father needs surgery we can't afford. The insurance doesn't cover half of it." I flipped through the papers. Tens of thousands of dollars. "Family helps family, right?" she said hopefully. I looked at my parents, really looked at them. These people who threw me away like garbage when I needed them most, who blocked my number, who never once asked how I survived sleeping in my car or working 3 jobs. Now, they needed me. I closed the folder and smiled. "You know what, Mom? You're absolutely right. Family helps family." Her face lit up with relief. I stood and walked toward the door. "Wait, where are you going?" she called out, panic creeping in. "To help my real family, my employees who've been loyal to me, my friends who were there when you weren't, the people who actually acted like family." I turned back one last time. "You taught me to figure it out on my own, so figure this out on your own." I walked out and pulled the door shut behind me, just like they did 8 years ago.